Hello there, Internet, and welcome back to some more of the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. It looks like the game is updated. It says 1.01 down here. Normally we're just playing version 1.0. I heard some people having problems that when the game updates, they actually lose their save file. So if you're watching this and you're playing this game yourself, you might want to actually take a copy of your save file before proceeding. I haven't actually done that myself because I'm lazy. I think today we'll do something a little bit different. I think we'll do the challenges. Well, maybe not all of the challenges, but at least try some of them. Because the challenges, well, first of all, they're kind of novel. They're something a bit different from just playing the game. And also they can be used to unlock some really good items in vanilla. Pitch black sounds like the game will be black, which sounds like no fun at all. Highbrow, I have no idea what that does. Solar system, cursed. I imagine that they get hotter and hotter the further down we go. So why don't we just take number 2, highbrow, and see what that does. Lost? Not sure what that means still. So first of all, we're super happy looking. We don't get any items. Maybe that's what the this thing over here means. I have a cursor. I can use that. We have petrified poop. Happy to see that. I'm not sure what this spoon kind of looking thing is, but it spawns. Okay, we shoot super fast, so we have number 1, I would imagine. And we have some mud on our face. Can we maybe see here what we have? So the tampon there, which is not actually a tampon, I think we had before, but I forget what it does. That's E. coli, I think, actually. Let's try and use the item here, perhaps on a room with combat. Okay, turns enemies into poop. Ha, that's really cool. I wonder how that works in bosses. Probably not at all, if I would have to guess. Which is kind of neat in itself, because most spacebar we also have poopy bombs. So I'm beginning to see what the theme of this run is gonna be. It's very poopy. Yeah, it's cool because most spacebar items, you want to keep them for the bosses, and you don't really want to use them on like simple rooms like these ones. But probably, what is this stuff behind us? Probably, if this doesn't actually work against bosses, I will test it at some point. It's gonna be better to use it on ordinary rooms. Yeah. I did blow up the tinted rug in here, right? Yeah. So, okay, and if enemies touch us, apparently they turn into poop as well. That's pretty good. Of course, would be better if we would not take any damage. So these challenge runs are also super good for unlocking the achievements for not taking damage on the basement. Just because you start out somewhat more overpowered. Well, somewhat more powered anyway. And also, I think the goal of each challenge is difficult. Sometimes you have to beat mom, sometimes you have to beat the game, so on and so on. Not sure what the goal here is. This is a pretty big floor. Maybe that's what the Lost means, that it's like Curse of the Lost in the original Isaac, where the floor is simply bigger. Any tinted rocks? Don't think so. Could look out for our... I didn't actually want to pick that up. Could look out for our secret room. It's right there. Huh, what is that? Some kind of flower? Get that flower maybe? Black Lotus. HP up ×3. Ah, so we get a one of each kind of heart. Except for the eternal hearts. I could have bombed my way into the shop, but... yeah, not a big problem not to. Alright, so Dingle is already poop, so he can probably not be turned into poop. Is he gonna charge? He's gonna charge. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. So I'm gonna use the poop thingy when he has spawned a lot of poop. Because that way I'm gonna get some poop to hide behind as well. If he's gonna spawn poop at all. He's gonna spawn poop. Okay, so he certainly did not turn into more poop than he already was. But his the miniature Dingles did turn into poop. Whoops. So I could have waited until he had spawned all 4 of them. Seems a bit easier though. Whoops, get away. Getting a little bit better at dodging this guy, it would seem. Oh! Just look out for the animation. That's all it's about. I haven't actually taken damage against him yet. What? I could almost have Gone wrong right there. So I think this is Cat of Nine Tails. Yeah, shot speed and damage up. So our shots are definitely very fast right now. So I know many people in vanilla would not actually pick that item up because shot speed often comes with a an added knockback effect, which makes enemy movement a lot less predictable. But supposedly there's nothing like that in Rebirth. So, and we've seen before with the Ludovico technique that actually having shot speed can be a good thing in itself. It certainly makes it look like we're shooting a lot faster, even though it I don't think it came with the tiers upgrade. This room should be simple enough. But maybe a little bit annoying. I almost walked straight into that shot. I'm a little bit too impatient to deal with these guys. I think that's the problem. What is... Oh, this is an arcade. Okay. Alright. Should also look for tinted rocks. I don't see any. So the way it worked in vanilla, you just, for the first couple of challenges, had to beat a mom. Not even mom's heart, just like pure mom. So if that's the case here as well, that should be pretty simple. I do see a tinted rock right here. Maybe I'll wait and not pick up that spirit heart, sorry, soul heart yet, just because there is a curse room on this floor, which I might want to go into, but only if I end up losing all of my existing bonus hearts, like the black heart and the soul heart, which could easily happen, depending on what kind of boss we're going up against, stuff like that. Yeah. Of course, so one thing that makes challenge rooms a little less exciting, perhaps, is the fact, or yeah, challenge runs, is that we don't get item rooms. I think on some challenge runs you actually do get item rooms, but on this one we certainly don't. Yeah, let's just fight the boss. We also have our Poobifier ready. I don't think this guy spawns any... Oh yeah, they spawn flies. So I can actually make use of my Poobifier. Petrifier. Whoops! Got a little bit close. They have a lot of health as well. And if their AI had been a little bit better, they could have completely trapped me there. Alright, this is going good enough. And we get a Devil Room. We almost didn't take any damage, actually, now that I think of it. So we could have easily gotten that achievement. This is Horror Babylon, I think. Let's pick it up just because we want to get it at some point anyway. Horror Babylon means that if we go below 1 red heart, we turn into a devil that has increased damage. So that's a starting item of Eve. Oh, maybe I didn't want to pick this up. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go into the curse room anyway because I have so much health at the moment. And I also have enough money to go into the shop. And even use the arcade a little bit. 2 black hearts. Seems like a pretty good deal. We're a little bit slow, maybe? Maybe that's just because the big rooms make it look like that. So Steam Sale cuts all prices in half and rounds it down. So I think I'll take it, just because why not? I'm not gonna take the soul heart because I'm probably gonna find more soul hearts if I'm gonna continue like this. And I would rather maybe get a super good item from a shop. So if I would have to guess, I would say that the secret room could be here. It's not. Could also be next to the curse room. Let's not spend more bombs. Haven't quite figured out completely how secret room spawning works in this game yet. So sad. So, challenge room contains 2 golden chests. I might come back for those if I get some more keys, but outside of that, I'm probably not going to be in a position to do so wisely. the bomb out of the way. This guy should be easy to deal with. So I wonder how I'm gonna use my poop item the best, because it seems like it's not very often very good on boss fights. This is scary. It seems like it's not very often very good on boss fights, but maybe I'll use it if I'm about to take damage on a room. Like the room that ended our last run, where I sort of got trapped in a corner. If I end in a situation like that again, I may as well use my spacebar item. There's Mega Fatty. So the most scary thing that he does is his jumps. So you want to really stay mobile against this boss. Because, yeah, his jumps are super fast, and it seems like unless you're on the move, there's not really any way to react fast enough to avoid them. He also has a lot of health, so I could really use some damage up. And his poop spray there is easy enough to avoid, just, again, be on the move. So I'm going against my own words and staying still a little bit, just because I want to actually deal some damage to this guy as well. When I'm moving around, hitting him becomes a little tricky. He can also pull you towards him, which is what you see there. And he can fart. So it looks like a petrified poop actually doesn't give us any stuff from the mini dingles, even though that would thematically make sense. Almost got trapped there. We're almost done with this fight though. Again, caught myself in a corner. So maybe that's another piece of advice to keep in mind, like stay in open areas against this guy. This is Jesus juice. Damage and range up. So that's essentially exactly what I was asking for. The range up is super good as well actually. Can I hit these things now? But then I'm going to be able to actually get something from them. We may as well check out the rest of the floor. We're not gonna have an item room, so I could just speed run a little bit if I wanted to. But yeah, we can get some other good stuff, so... Well, I think these fire homing shots. Yeah, they do. That's actually a pretty scary room then. Again, being on the move helps, but you could also just kill them all. It would have made sense to use my poop item there on the previous floor, or on the previous room. Just because it's probably one of the better uses for it. It seems like it's not really the best spacebar item. Only because it has such a long charge time, but I can see it being useful in certain situations. What is that? Some kind of a wallet, maybe? Not sure. I'm also not actually sure what the effect on our bombs does. It looks like it kind of poisons the entire room, right? So maybe we'll have to find out at some point. Maybe I'm gonna come up against a boss where it makes sense to use bombs. Hasn't really been the case so far. Also, I found out that you can actually see what floor you're on by holding the tab button. So this is Caves 1, as you can tell. It also makes the map a little bit more readable. It's a small quality of life trick right there. That's a dime. So we're probably gonna go to our shop again. Oh! No reason to take damage against that enemy. Okay, that's non-sabot. I could see that being useful. So what non-sabot does is every time you get hit, you get charges on your spacebar item. And this time around I think I will actually pick up the spirit heart. The soul heart. Only because they haven't come as quick as I wanted them to. So we have a bit of synergy with our spacebar item here and non-sabot. Non-sabot in general, just often a very useful item. Anything else we want to do is a question. I don't think so. Did we? Oh, we got some more keys. So since we're not actually gonna be using keys for item rooms, why don't we just use it here? And in fact, let me just use Guppy's head immediately. What Guppy's head does is it spawns a bunch of flies, which might actually be better than the poop weapon. In particular, together with non-tap it means that every time we get hit, we can spawn more flies. So it's like a version of that one item that spawns flies whenever you get hit. It's not the best combination ever, but maybe it's better than the poop weapon we had. If nothing else, just because it actually works in every single room. So now we can actually see what this is called. Flush! That makes sense. Let's go with Guppy's head. And the full card. Full card teleports us to the first room on the floor. So you can use that to get out of challenge rooms or out of curse rooms without taking damage, or a few other tricks that maybe I'll come back to later. Okay. Yeah, okay, we can see now actually that we only need to beat Mom on this challenge, so that should be pretty simple. Spawn some flies. Get them in there. This room's a little annoying because of my low range. Could be worse. I think in the original you actually spawned 3 flies, and here we only spawn 2. So if the flies are the same otherwise, that's a little bit of a nerf. Also, of course, it means that we now have a Guppy item, so we're so much closer to becoming Guppy. Although this run is probably going to be pretty short, since the goal is only going to Mom. So perhaps getting all the Guppy items is going to be less possible. Or probable as well. Oh! Could have probably avoided taking damage there. So again, the way it works in vanilla is that each fly deals double your tear damage to enemies that it hits. That's pretty good. In particular, if you can keep a steady stream coming. What do we have here? Some troll bombs. Should look out for marked rocks. And as long as we're dealing with simple rooms like these, we can actually spawn more and more of the flies. Speed up, that's pretty good. So here's a shop, which I think we'll go into because, again, we don't need to use keys on our item rooms. And yeah, we have the Steam sale. I completely forgot about that, so we're gonna be going into this one no matter what. So what is this? Sharp pluck, charged with blood. So I guess the charge thing has something to do with our spacebar item. But charged with blood. Maybe that means... It doesn't mean that... Maybe it means that every time we pick up a heart, we charge as well, something like that? But it says blood, so if that's the case, then it probably only works with red hearts. And we're probably not going to be able to pick up red hearts anytime soon. At least I don't hope that we will. Okay, anything else we want to do? We may as well check out those of the floor. I'll probably buy the soul heart, actually. And I'll probably also buy the pill, since this is... Okay, we are going to have a few more shops. Yeah, okay, so maybe I won't buy the pill. But soul heart for 3 cents is a pretty good deal. Okay, so there's one of those 2 key rooms. Let me just go into it for the fun of it. We're probably gonna get enough keys to go to the shops that we're gonna come by anyway. And indeed we are. Okay, so a key for 2 keys, where we can use 1 key again, and we get Tammy's head, which is probably better than Guppy's head. Tammy's head, let me just get out and show what it does. It allows us to shoot in all directions. So it's kind of the same role. You can use it every room. Maybe if you have super good tier damage, I don't know. They're pretty comparable, these 2 items, I think. Of course, using it on an empty room was kind of a bad strategy, since now we won't actually have it charged. But now we do. And we're probably not going to be able to go into that boss challenge room unless we can find an arcade and get rid of some of our red hearts. That's a cool room. So you need to put down 2 bombs for a chest. Why don't we do that? Because we have a surplus of bombs. We won't be able to get those, or that 1 cent, unfortunately. We get 1 bomb back and a cent. That's a pretty bad deal. Was there anything in here? No. But if I remember correctly, the Tammy's headshots actually do a fair amount of damage in vanilla. So if that's also the case here, that's pretty good. A little surprising that there's no curse room here, actually. Oh, okay, Gertie. Oh! So I'm probably gonna use my spacebar item when he spawns these things, because then I can hit several things at once. But of course then he's just gonna spawn more. And of course every time we get hit we can use the item again, because of the fact that we have the habit. I've already taken more damage on this floor than I wanted to. In fact, I'm not sure how much other damage I took on the caves. As always, I'm gonna be looking out to get those take no damage achievements. Also because one of them unlocks Samson for us, even though Samson seems to be a little bit bogged. Okay, so we get an HP upgrade. And we get a Devil Room. Devil Room contains... Sister Maggie, maybe? Yeah, Sister Maggie. So it's a familiar. Shoots tears every once in a while. It's probably not worth the full red heart, but it's okay. We have plenty of them. On to the depths. Key for half a red heart seems like a terrible trade. Okay, so I actually managed to use the Tammy's head somewhat efficiently there. I really hit these enemies. And again, seems like they really do a fair amount of damage. Oh. Oh, thanks. Oh, it's probably petrified poop giving us that soul heart right there. So there's some actual synergy. I should maybe have thought about that before I ditched Flush. Because every time we turn enemies into poop, we get a pretty good chance at getting consumables out of the poop just because we have petrified poop. Just put down Tammy's head. One thing that's a little annoying is that I cannot actually shoot for a little while after I use Tammy's head. Also kind of wasted a charge on it right there by not using it again after I got hit. Okay, I think I actually managed to hit nothing at all with that shot. This enemy should be pretty simple, as long as they don't surround me. Oh, okay, I did not see that coming. You got me, challenge version of these guys. Oh, and that's just bad. Okay, so I guess that took care of the rest of the room for us. Let's just go to our shop again. It's probably greed at this point. No, it's not. But it's a thing that I think we saw before, but we couldn't actually pick up. Mom's key, less is now more, plus 2 keys. Okay, so we get 2 keys, I suppose. One other thing that I noticed that you can is blow these guys up. And then sometimes they drop consumables. A lot actually, 15 cents is super good. But it did seem like, I mean, at this point we're probably not going to be able to use so much more money because first of all we have the Steam sale, so also we're losing a lot of health, so we're probably going to die soon. But more importantly, there is no donation machine that we can use money on. So yeah, I'm not happy about losing all of this health. So this is depth 1. still quite a oh wow. We still need to complete another 2 full sets of floors, so well, 2 full floors anyway. It somehow feels even worse losing black hearts than losing soul hearts, because the black hearts carried that added positive of just being able to rake through enemies. Do I want to do this? No, I don't think so. Yeah, maybe I will. That's Bob's Brain. We had that item before. It shoots a bomb every now and then. Can be used to deal damage to yourself. Okay, and it also carries the effects that our normal bombs does, which apparently is to concuss enemies. So finally we found out what that is. So I can probably put down a bomb at any given time, and then concuss all enemies in the room if I like to. And I have enough bombs to do so efficiently. So here, Bob's Brain is gonna be super useful for dealing with these zombies. If I can manage to hit them anyway. Took care of one of them. Maybe it's a little bit too slow to do it that way. The way it works is that normally you shoot at them, and oh, okay, so I also deal some damage to all other enemies in the room, it would seem. Normally you just shoot at them and then they face you and don't turn around, so you can go behind them and shoot them again. Yeah. Ton of red hearts lying around, so if we could find an arcade, that would be pretty neat. So Bob's Brain, pretty useful, even though it's sometimes a little bit scary as well. You really want to make sure that you're aware of when it pops up, that's for sure. Which it did now. So that you're not too close to enemies when you actually fire it. There, that works. Concussing those enemies is actually pretty useful as well, it would seem. More red hearts that I cannot use. And I'm even forgetting to use my... I don't want to actually destroy that golden poop. It just contains money, usually. Sometimes a trinket. What was I about to say? I'm forgetting to use the Tammy's head, which is silly. Oh. That was a pretty bad use of it right there. We have another brain. I can't... So after you get the brain, it seems like there's a short period of time where it doesn't actually activate. There it certainly did. So there should be only one left now. Alright, easy enough. Any marked rocks? Not as far as I can tell. Oh, I didn't even see that was our boss fight. The cage, that's a new one. And we actually don't have a lot of health, so this could be scary. Oh, interesting. And he spawns those assholes. Except a different version of them than normally. Okay. Doesn't seem too scary so far. But I probably also have not seen all of his attacks. Crowd control could become a problem here, because these enemies are somewhat more scary than the flies that bosses tend to spawn. Just get him in position for Bob's Brain shot here. If I can manage to hit. Okay, so he also does some bullet helly stuff. I think we got out of that without taking any damage at all, actually. That's pretty good. And we get Synfoil, damage and range up. 2 good things. Do we want to check the rest of the floor? We only have like 1 soul heart that we can lose on it. And if we lose much more than that, we're just gonna be able to pick up some more red, some more red hearts afterwards. This is super annoying. Good. So what am I looking for at the moment? More health, essentially. That's all I need to be able to complete the game. It seems like every time I use Tammy's head, I actually take damage, which is not exactly optimal. Bob's Brain scares me a little bit in this situation. And yeah, one thing to notice is that it also only works when you shoot forwards, not backwards. Or that didn't make much sense. When the shot flies forwards, not when it comes back. So you can use it like a boomerang. Tinted rocks, marked rocks. Maybe not. Should be easy. So we're having a super interesting collection of items. They don't play together all that well, but they're definitely interesting. So I see a couple of possible positions for a secret room. Why don't we just check those? There it is. Kits of some pills. Bad gas, very poopy. Speed up, pretty useful. And bombs are keys, so that turns bombs into keys and keys into bombs. So not all that useful. Let's pop this thing down here. Because I wanted to show off something else that I learned. When you blow up mushrooms, there's a chance that they drop pills. And that chance is apparently pretty high. So we could turn our bombs into keys again. I'm not sure why we would want to do so. So let's just stick with the full card for now. Probably not actually going to use it. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, so let's put down a bomb here. See what this thing contains for us. A bunch of money. Can't actually use that money for much, but I guess it's good to have it. If we come across an arcade on the next floor, which is pretty likely, then I could actually get some of those soul hearts that I've been asking about. Too bad though that we couldn't make anything out of all the red hearts that was lying around on the last floor. Alright, that's part 2. Still, Tammy's head was probably not the best decision ever. In particular, if I'm gonna use like only hit enemies once, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. It deals a little bit of damage, if nothing else. So maybe Guppy's head would probably. Oh wow, that's damage from Bob's brain right there. Probably Guppy's head would have been the better choice here. I'm not sure how big enemies have to be before you cannot turn them into poop with flush. But I'm guessing that, for instance, flush wouldn't have worked on this room either. I mean, it would have worked against the small silkworms, but not against the big ones. A little bit surprised we didn't actually hit anything there. Or there, for that matter. It's like playing dodgeball where one team is super bad. So we get the Chariot. That's a pretty good card. Gives us the effect of My Little Unicorn on a single room. So it's not the best card, but it can be useful against bosses. In particular, if it's as powerful as we found My Little Unicorn to be earlier on. Great, I would imagine, yeah. So I'm tempted to just use the Chariot card here, but I think I want to stack up as much benefit as I can against the boss. What is this thing up here? Looks strange. Something you can blow up? No. Weird. Okay, so Tammy's head probably did some good work on this one. Should watch out for Bob's brain. Yeah. I'm not sure how I want to deal with this floor. I'm probably gonna find the boss soon enough. I found the secret room by accident, actually. Yeah, the boss room is right there as well. So the thing is, do we just run and rush the boss? Optimally, I would have some more health before going in there. I would be at full health. Let's see if we have something in here that we can use. Single red chest. Contains only a few spiders. Yeah. I think it should be possible for me to go up to full health. Famous last words. Yeah. As long as we only have like rooms that aren't too difficult, I think this is the right decision. For fairly obvious reasons. Get some more keys, not really what I want. Okay, this room is kind of scary actually. But as long as they sort of kill themselves before anything else, and everything is good. Oh! If I could just get a single soul heart, I'd be in the moss battle right now. Bomb, also not that useful. Things are not paying out as much as I want them to at the moment. This seems like a scary room only because I don't know what that guy in the middle does. But as long as he only works the same way as his friends, it shouldn't be actually too big of a problem. And we did find the arcade that I was talking about before, so now I'm... Oh, okay, I see what this guy can do. Now I'm actually happy that I went through with all of this. Pinky Eye. Yeah, it gives us poison shots every now and then. You can tell the frequency, it's about 10%. And that's pretty good. So let's go insane. Let's oh, actually didn't even notice we have beggars. So arcades are definitely different in this new version of the game. So I should watch out to not end up destroying all of our friends here by using Bob's brain. So I'm gonna use a beggar first. Hopefully it gives me an item of some kind. The moon teleports us to the secret room. We have not been to the secret room, so I'm gonna use that as well. And we get the box. Should contain a soul heart. Oh, and a bomb. No soul hearts, but Mom's toenail. Okay. It has the effect of Mom. I'm not sure how that's gonna work on the Mom fight. I think it won't, so I'm hesitant to take it at the moment. Because the Mom fight is really only we have left at the moment. Justice spawns a beggar, doesn't it? No. Justice spawns like the crate effect or the box effect. Yeah, good stuff. And what else? The cherry card we want to take with us. Moon, I guess we can use it. Nothing much we can lose from it, really. Hopefully this is not bad trip. It's locked down. Probably won't make a lot of a difference. Let's go to the secret room. Contains some pills, bombs are key, and one that we don't know what is. Lock up, okay, so we can go right back into our shop. That was a little silly. I'm not gonna spend time with our donation machine here. Because... Actually, yeah, what do I actually want from this guy? Almost blew him up there by accident. I guess I could blow up some of this stuff. Could also contain some soul hearts. Contains money. This guy could also blow up. If I do so, normally you get a better chance at deals with the devil, which is a little too late for us. Right now I really just want to maximize my chances. So, I mean, I'm not even sure if he can drop soul hearts, this guy, because that's really everything I need. So Fly Love could be pretty useful as well, but yeah, let's just blow up this guy. Also saves us some time. Gets us another key and some more red hearts that we cannot use. So I think we're pretty much set. It's not gonna be the easiest fight, I'm not even sure we're gonna beat it. But we did what we could to maximize our own chances. And any final marked rocks around to give us those extra soul hearts? I don't think so. Isaac versus Mom. Okay, so we got a single shot in on her. Should have probably saved that for later, and I hit myself with Bob's brain. That's not good. So yeah, that's definitely something I should look out for. When do I have Bob's brain and when do I not have Bob's brain? Now I have Bob's brain, so let's just get it out of the way if we can. So far not going too well. Why can I not manage to hit anything with Bob's brain? There's enemies all over the place. There. No! God damn it. Okay, so if I can hit the sides of the room, that's pretty good as well. I should remember to use my cherry card, actually. Why don't I just do that right now? Could give us some extra chances here. Okay, so not the best use of that. In fact, if I get hit again by something that deals 1 damage, I would have died, but I didn't. We get Pageant Boy. Gives us some extra money, which we cannot use for anything, because apparently we beat the challenge. Yeah, let's see what happens. We unlock the Rune of Jerem. Cool stuff. So I guess probably this challenge is, yeah, listed as now beaten. That wasn't too bad, even though we did get super low on health by the end of it. Fairly well balanced, if I would have to say anything about that. Yeah. Fun run, fun challenge. Maybe I'll do some more of those later on. For now, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you some other time.